Hey guys, welcome to the video. What I'm going to do is show you guys a kind of like a tutorial or demonstration of how to drive stick shift. I'm not going to claim that I'm an expert in stick shift driving, but this is just my tips and tricks and just a how to drive away in a stick shift car. If you're ever going to buy a stick shift car, need one for a job, if you're traveling overseas, or whatever your case is for learning stick shift. So right now we're in my 2012 Ford Focus. I have a GoPro on top of my head, and I have one other GoPro pointed at my feet, and I'm going to turn on my flashlight too, just so you can see the footwork, and I'll overlay both clips together right here. So we'll go ahead and get started here in a minute. All right, once you're able to get the keys to a stick shift car, so you want to find an open parking lot such as this, probably a little bit bigger than what I'm using, but just something with enough room to, away from everybody. Right, so you have brake, gas, and clutch. Now, before you even start moving, practice pushing the clutch in a few times, and as you release the clutch, it's going to get pushed against your foot. You're going to feel some resistance until you get past the sweet spot, and then the resistance goes away. So you start at the floor and you back off a little bit, it's going to resist against your foot. That build of resistance is where the clutch is engaging with whatever gear you're in. They call it the biting point, the engagement point, whatever you want to call it. But that's your clutch is the most important thing with the stick. So you want to get used to how the pressure builds up against your foot and then how it goes away. Now when it comes to getting moving, I hear people say, or in videos or whatever, they just say, add a little bit of gas and ease off the clutch. That is fundamentally what you're supposed to do, but I want to break it down a step farther so people can kind of practice and get an understanding of what's going on, right? So we're going to go to neutral. I'm going to push my foot down the clutch, have my foot on the brake, keep my handbrake up, but we'll put it down in a minute. Turn the key on, let go of the clutch, and handbrake down. Now let me show you what's going to happen here. I'm going to push down on the clutch, I'm going to put it into first gear, and then all I'm going to do, I'm off the brake now, I'm going to back off the clutch very slowly without any gas. Now watch what happens. I'm coming off, I get close to about halfway. Now look what happens. We're starting to move, right? Now, if I come off too fast, we're going to stall because I'm not adding gas and the car doesn't have enough momentum. But if I let the car pick up a little bit more momentum, I can then come off the clutch entirely. No gas, no stall, all good. And then I can add gas. Now, that's not really the proper way to take off from a stop in a stick shift, but if you practice that a couple times by itself, it'll give you an idea of what the clutch feels like and how it works. But it is important not to let off the clutch too quickly, or you're going to stall. So I'll give you an example of what happens, one, when you don't add gas, or two, when you come off the clutch too quickly, it's going to stall because the car needs momentum to carry itself, right? So I start to come off, stall. Okay, you get the bunny hops, and then eventually you stall, right? And you got to push that on the clutch, go back to neutral, turn the key back on, right? Can't come off the clutch too fast. You have to practice and start out slow and get faster and faster, right? So clutch down. Got somebody, oh, that's probably another stick shift car, WRX. Like I said, make sure you're in a parking lot you're not going to be bothered by, right? Anyway, so clutch back down. Now, first gear. Now, when I go to add gas, my foot's down on the clutch. You see how nothing's really happening, right? Not until we get to that sweet spot on the clutch. So keep adding gas, come off the clutch a little bit, pause, pick up speed, and then you can release the clutch. I'll make my U-turn here again. And then, depending on how much speed you have, you can brake first and then clutch, but it's a good idea to kind of do it both at the same time, or maybe even the clutch first. So I go clutch and then brake. If I need to reset, I'm back to neutral, let go of the clutch. I'll do it again. gas, and come off clutch at the same time. We're moving. I'm pausing on the clutch until we get a little bit more speed, and then I can let go. If I want to stop suddenly, both at the same time. Neutral if you want to. So that's pretty much it. Yes, you are easing off the clutch and adding gas at the same time, but there's a slight overlap period where you have to pause on the clutch for just enough for the car to carry itself and pick up a little bit more speed. Then you can release the clutch all the way after that. Next thing I'm going to do is show you how shifting gears works, right? You need a little bit more speed, and then you have to swap your feet and shift. Have a little bit more speed, clutch down, off gas, come down to second. You can come off the clutch a little faster because you have momentum, and then you're just easing back onto the gas. Clutch down, back to neutral. And back to first. I'll do it again for you. The shift. You're coming off the gas, you're pushing down the clutch. And normally a good time to shift is when the needle, your RPMs are somewhere between 2.5 to 3,000. You want to go higher, fine. If you want to shift right at the sweet, right in the middle at 3,000, that's fine too. But you just get enough speed, clutch in, off gas, shift, off a little bit, tap gas, off the clutch the rest of the way. And that's it. That's the basics for stick shift, for getting moving, and for shifting. If you guys want to drop a comment down below and share your thoughts of what you thought of my tips and tricks, that's fine. Leave a like, share if you'd like to as also, and subscribe. I'll post another video of me just out on the road, no talking, of both cameras showing the footwork and driving stick. So look for that to come out to you soon. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next upload.